Hello, how are you doing? I hope that all is well with you. It is also well with me. Whatever you have seen there is a poem that we are gonna discuss. And we are gonna read that poem and answer the question that follows. Now I'm gonna play the poem again. I want you to pause it, maybe write it down so that we can analyze the poem together and answer the question together. Just pause it for a moment. Now I'm gonna read the poem once, then we answer the question. And it's this one. Lambs that learn to walk in snow, when they are bleaching clouds, the air, meet a vast and welcome snow. Nothing, boy and less glare, mingles tumbling to and fro, and they find outside the fold is a rigid width of cold. Now we are going to answer the first question, which is telling us to describe the rhyme scheme of a poem. And in describing the rhyme scheme of a poem, we focus with the last words of each line of a poem. And for you to get the correct rhyme scheme, you have to pronounce the words to see if they produce the same sound at the end. So we're going to do that for this poem. The first word is snow. Pronounce it right. So we're gonna use alphabet A. The second sound is air. You are right. We have the A sound at the end. So we move to the next alphabet because the sounds are not similar. Third, snow. Snow and snow are similar, so we use the same letter, that is A. The next one is glare. Glare, air. They are similar, so we're gonna use the same letter, that is B. Next one is fro. Fro, snow. Snow, they are similar. We're gonna use an A. And then we have fold. It's a different one. We have C. Cold, we have the D, this one, we're gonna use a C because the two are similar. Now in describing the rhyme scheme, we have A, B, A, B, A, C, C. And we have 2 marks. For you to earn the 2 marks, you have to tell us what type of a rhyme scheme it is. And what is it? Yeah, it's irregular rhyme scheme. Irregular rhyme scheme. So this is 1 mark and this is 1 mark. That is what is expected of you. The second question, identify any other sound patterns evident in the poem. And which one have you identified? Let's see whether you have the same thing that I have. Number 1, I have alliteration. And alliteration, this is whereby a consonant sound is repeated at the beginning of 2 words that follow each other closely in a poem. Stanza 1, line 1, lamb and learn. We have the L sound. So this is alliteration. Now we're gonna write it down. Lambs, lambs that learn. So we have to underline the repeated sound, which is the L and the L. That is alliteration. Have you identified any other alliteration in the poem? Please give me a comment. Number 2, we have consonants. Which line of the poem do we have consonants? Line 3 of the poem. We have meet, a vast. The T and the T sound is repeated. And you remember in consonants, it's the repetition of a consonant sound in the middle or at the end of words that follow each other closely. So we have meet, a, va. and then you go and underline the repeated sounds. That is the T and the T. I think we have another one, line 5, and that is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of a vowel sound in two words that follow each other closely. Let's check line 5. Line 5, mainly stumbling. Mainly stumbling. You have the E and the E in stumbling. So that is assonance. In the sound patterns, you have to focus with the sound. If you focus with the consonants or the vowel, they might not sound together. And this is what most of the students were telling me, that this one, rigid and with, they start with a consonant wa and a consonant wa. But when you pronounce the first word, it's rigid. The first sound is the r sound, but here it's a wa sound. They are not similar. So you have to pronounce it to make sure the sounds are similar. Now I move to the last question. Identify any onomatopoeic sound in the poem. So what is onomatopoeia? An onomatopoeia is a word containing a sound similar to the noise they describe. For example, the banging of a door, hissing of a snake, the ding-dong of a bell door, and maybe the tick-tock of the clock. Those are onomatopoeic sounds. From our poem, which ones do we have? Pause your video and try to identify. This is what we have from the poem, line 2, bleating. And this is the sound that is made by a sheep when they are crying. For example, our poem is about lambs, and lambs are a young one of sheep. So the sound that they make when they cry is known as bleating. So this is onomatopoeic sound. Before I end my lesson, I'm gonna give you some work to do, and please give me a comment. There is this poem, A Happy Baby, and it has 2 questions. I'm gonna post it. Please read the poem and give me your answers in the comment section. That is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. I'm gonna see you next time. But in case you have any topic you want me to upload, please let me know.